All right, so just second pan from the that hole there, second one with the shovel anyway. I've got down about half the length of the shovel, and it seemed like I either hit bedrock that time or hit a whopping great rock down there, because there was no way sort of around it. I mean, it is a fairly tight hole though. I've punched it straight down, so that might just be the reason I can't get to the side of the rock or something, I don't know, but that's what happened there. And yeah, not much better really. Last pan, a few colours, but very much in the lines of what we've been getting. So yeah, a few there. As small as they are, and they are quite small. Where are we? Yeah, as small as they are, they're actually quite chunky. So if I had my sluice with me, I reckon I could definitely make that add up quite quickly. It's a bit spewing actually, to be honest, but it's good signs. It's really good signs. I think at this rate, I'm definitely going to be returning here next week with the power sluice. It's been ages since I've busted out the power sluice, so this seems like a great spot to get it out. So yeah, I might return next week or the week after with the power sluice and really get stuck into it. I reckon we could do quite well. There's just tons of stuff to dig down there. I mean, I'm not going to do too badly today, I reckon, all things considered, considering that's what I'm getting per pan. Because although I'm not getting a lot of colour per pan, I'm actually digging them really quick. It takes me just 2 quick shovelfuls to fill the pan, and then I'm off here panning it down and getting me 5 to 10 bits of gold. So yeah, all things considered, I don't reckon I'm going to do that badly today, but I reckon I could do quite well with the sluice. So yeah, third or fourth time again. I'll probably come back next week or the week after with that, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, it's a little bit later now. Haven't really been filming much because there's not a lot to film really. I'm just digging holes, panning out pans, nothing too exciting. And yeah, nothing else, nothing much has really changed. Just that was the last one I did. You can just see the same old kind of thing there. So yeah, just those little chunkies there. As small as they are, they don't look that bad. They are quite chunky. Yeah, they're quite chunky, despite how small they are, and they're really rough as well. So, all that being said, I really wouldn't be surprised if there's... Whoa, almost fell over again. Yeah, all that being said, I really would not be surprised if there's some decent gold around here somewhere. It's really rough, really chunky, really similar to that little 0.19 nugget I got from that last spot that I showed you earlier. So I feel like if I kept digging around there, just kept filling buckets, putting them through, I'd eventually get something really good like that previous one. But yeah, again, I'm going to keep reiterating it. If I had my power sluice here today, I'd be friggin' eating it up like nobody's business. But unfortunately I don't, so yeah. I've still got a couple more hours here, so I'm just going to keep filling through pans, pushing pans through. And then we'll see what we get at the end of it. You know, if I can end up with like 0.2 or something like that, I'll take that. That'll be an absolute winner for today, all things considered. So yeah, leave it with me. If anything interesting happens, I'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll pretty much see you at the end of the day, really, and we'll take a look at what I get. All right. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, that last one I did down there, I really got stuck into the bottom of that hole, and I can confirm that I definitely did hit bedrock. Kind of mushrooms out a bit the hole down there, and I really had to go around. And yeah, it's certainly bedrock. If not, then it's a whopping great big rock. So, you know, that's really good news. If I've got a whole layer of bedrock down there and about 50 centimeters of overburden on top of it protecting it, then I have really high hopes of coming back here another time with the power sluice, moving a buttload of material, and maybe getting something quite nice and chunky. Because again, the gold that I've been getting so far today has been, although small, it's been rough and chunky. So yeah, high hopes for the future in this spot, I reckon. Definitely high hopes. Jesus Louises. Holy moly, I almost got bloody crushed by this big stick across here. Doesn't look huge, but it's about 100 mil across in the middle there, probably about 150 mil there. But that thing was up here along the stream, and it was up there. You can see that little brown patch there. That was another, it was that one, and this one was wedged sort of in between it. Anyway, I came walking down here, and it was sort of above head height, and I just grabbed my hand on it and snapped off from over there and just came tumbling down. Almost bloody crushed me headphones down there, me SDC headphones and stuff, and next to me pack there, you can see the cover. But holy moly, if that had clonked me on the head, that would have been a swift end to the day, I reckon. So, geez. Better be careful out here. I really better be careful. I've had 2 close calls today. Well, it's getting on now. Sun's leaving us. It's getting towards the horizon. It's about 3 o'clock now, so I've been here since about 10-ish. So I've been here for about 5 hours. So yeah, I've just been panning and panning and panning. I haven't said hi to you for freaking ages, as I've just been digging pans. It's generally like 3 shovelfuls, and then just pan it down. It's been fairly easy digging, fairly easy work, which has been good. If not a little bit boring, to be honest. But yeah, so the takings in there today, I reckon we might end up with, sort of judging by what I've seen in each pan and the amount, I don't even know how many pans I've done. 40, 50, I don't know, a lot of pans. Moved quite a bit of material. So yeah, we'll see what's in there. Maybe, I said 0.2 earlier. Oh yeah, I reckon, yeah, I'd be leaning towards about 0.2 grams. So yeah, let's get her into the pan. Dun da da da, moment of truth. And there we have it. That's the taking for the day. It's a bit of a lead shot there, but yeah, not too bad really, all things considered. Let's get a closer look at it. So there it is. Not bad at all. Definitely not my 0.2 grams though, unfortunately. I was hoping there'd be maybe a little bit more than that, but yeah, look, you can't be too unhappy with that. It's not a bad showing. Sort of little chunky ones in there. I don't know. Alright, I'm probably going to clean up now. I'll get all my crap together, and then I'll probably show you the hole and just show you a couple of other places I dug. And then yeah, time to head back. 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive back, depending which way I go. But I tend to sort of avoid Melbourne, and I take the long way. Just it's a nicer drive, to be honest. So yeah, probably closer to 3 hours, and I'll probably stop off for some Maccas or something like that. So yeah. Alright, well, I wasn't gonna, yeah, alright, I will. I'll weigh it up when I get back. I don't think you should be expecting too much. Maybe 0.15 at best, 0.1. But yeah, it really reinforces. If that was panning all day, and if I spent 5 hours doing that with the power sluice, would be absolutely winning. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Happy to have got out again. Just so, yeah, forgive me for being slack as well. Like I mentioned earlier, I've just been avoiding the crappy winter weather, really. I have been doing a few other things as well. Like I've been spending a lot of time in the workshop. I've been learning how to weld, which has been interesting. You know, I'm the type of person as well that's generally pretty good at most things that I do, like when I first start them. But I generally tend to be good at things, but when it came to welding, holy moly. I watched tons of videos online before I started, and for technique and how to do it and all this kind of stuff, and I thought, yep, beauty, I've got it. And then finally got the welder, and boy, it was some rough stuff at the beginning. A couple of the first joins I did, I could just rip apart with my hands, so they were absolutely pathetic. But yeah, I sort of got there in the end and welded a little table together, because I also got a little CNC machine as well, a little CNC router, which has been tons of fun. I've been spending almost every day I've been using that thing. So yeah, that's been absolutely awesome. But yeah, I welded together the table that thing's sitting on, and it's holding up lovely so far. So yeah, I've been keeping myself busy. A couple of other things I've been working on as well that you'll probably find out about in a couple of months. They're kind of relevant to the channel and sort of what I do and stuff. So exciting stuff coming ahead. But yeah, thanks heaps for joining me again. I had an absolute blast again. Hopefully you'll stick around for the next one, and thank you for sticking around for this one. Really, it's been such a long time. So yeah, I think that'll do me. Time to pack up. I'll see you when I get back home, and we'll weigh it up and see what we get. Just quickly as well, I also found this little bit of quartz here, dirty looking quartz. And you know, I don't usually look at every rock I pick up, but this one just caught my eye. I had a quick look at it and noticed that just above my finger there, I don't know if you can see that yellow speck in there. That's like well and truly in there. And to be honest, from the outside it looks like gold. So I'm going to take this little, it's not the easiest to see, it's definitely not coming up as strong on camera as it is in real life. But yeah, that little speck up there. So I'm going to take this rock home. Just out of interest, it's obviously not going to make or break my day, but I've never found a bit of rock in gold like that. A little gold in rock like that. So yeah, I'll take this one home and I'll just crush it up in my, I don't have a dolly pot or anything, but I've got something approaching that should do the job. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll see if there's a little bit of gold in that rock. Add to my tally. I don't know, probably not. It's probably not gold, to be honest. I don't know, what do you reckon? Well, I was going to say let me know, but you'll find out what this is by the end of the video, because I'll just crush that up quickly when I get home. So yeah, that should be interesting. Anyway. This was that log that I absolutely ate shit over earlier, as I mentioned. You can see as you come up from this angle, I was aiming to head through there. So it's quite clear in front of it too, so I got a little bit of a jog on, and then I jumped, and then from behind those ferns, that little guy showed himself. My foot hit that, sort of went sideways, absolutely slipped like buggery on that. Sideways, arse down on that, and then flipped forward and did a forward roll and ended up down there. Oh gosh, the joys of prospecting, eh? Well, I was just walking up there I went back to the car, got the drone and stuff, and I just was on my way back there to give you some aerial footage and some little aerial footage of the area. And of course I opened it up, started setting it up, and went to put the battery in, and I'd forgotten it, hadn't I? Absolute class. So this is exactly why you have checklists for things. I've got a checklist for this, and this is why when I left this morning I should have checked the checklist. So annoyed. So apologies, no nice drone footage, no footage of the area. Is what it is though. I'm sure the video will be alright without it, but yeah. And forgive the shaky footage on this one, because I got rid of the gimbal. I wasn't planning on filming anymore. I was just gonna go get the footage of the drone, but oh well, see you when I get home.